This video is for educational purposes only. All activities are demonstrated in a legal virtual lab environment. I do not encourage illegal hacking or unauthorized access. Misuse of this information is strictly prohibited and punishable by law. Practice cybersecurity ethically and responsibly. ARP spoofing, also known as ARP cache poisoning or ARP poison routing. An ARP address resolution protocol spoofing attack is a cyberattack where a hacker manipulates the ARP protocol to intercept, modify, or block communications between devices on a network. Data is transmitted on internet through packets. Think of packet as an envelope you want to send. For that you need to specify the person you want to send the envelope and his/her address. While communicating on internet, we need to specify the device and address we want to communicate. Every device on internet has a unique identifier which is called MAC address, its name of device in simple words like you have a name which doesn't change over time so it's also fixed. MAC stands for Media Access Control, a globally unique identifier assigned to Network Interface Controller (NIC) for communication on a physical network segment. MAC addresses operate on data link layer, e.g., 00, 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E. A 48-bit binary number represented in hexadecimal format consists of 12 hexadecimal digits, 6 bytes, separated by colons, periods, or spaces for readability. Second thing which is important to identify the device on a network is IP address. You can think of it as address which shows your exact position in a network. It changes as you move from one location to another like changing network, for example cafe Wi-Fi to university Wi-Fi, etc. An IP address, Internet Protocol Address, is a unique numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. E.g. 192.0.2.1. A 32-bit number represented in 4 sections separated by dots. Each section represents an 8-bit binary number. ARP Address Resolution Protocol is a critical networking protocol used to map IP addresses, layer 3, to MAC addresses, layer 2. It maintains a data structure to store the mapping information for efficient communication which is called ARP Table. Key components of an ARP table. IP address, the logical address of the device. MAC address, the physical address of the device. Interface, the network interface through which the device is reachable. Expiry, the duration for which an entry remains in the ARP table before being refreshed or removed. During first phase, the attacker send a fake ARP packet to victim tricking him to believe that he is router by using router's IP address with its MAC address. During second phase, victim accepts that fake ARP packet and updates its ARP table with attacker's MAC address and router's IP address. Now the victim's traffic will be sent to attacker instead of router. It depends on attacker whether he wants to forward the victim's traffic to router or discards it. If attacker wants to intercept router's traffic to victim, he will send a fake ARP to router stating that he is victim by using victim's IP address and his MAC address. This will allow him to intercept and inspect the traffic between them. ARP spoofing attack is an example of man-in-the-middle attack. Let's move on to practical. For that, open VirtualBox and start. Kali Linux for attack. Metasploitable for victim. pfSense to access internet as the others are connected to it via LAN. If you haven't set up Virtual Lab yet, then check out my video on setting up Virtual Lab. Once the machines are started. Go to Kali Linux. Open terminal. We need to install a tool named dsniff. For that we need root permissions. Type sudo I and enter. It will prompt for password. Simply type password. Now update the Kali Linux packages with command apt-get update. Enter. It will take some time, so be patient. Next we will install the required tool by using this command apt-get install dsniff. This dsniff tools consists several tools for intercepting network traffic such as ARP spoof to execute ARP spoofing attack. Now we have to find the devices connected to this network. Simply type sudo net discover command in terminal. It will show 2 devices. Press Ctrl+Z to stop the execution. The IP with smaller no at the end is usually a router, so the second one is victim's IP. You can also see the NIC/MAC address of devices besides their IPs. As we will send fake ARP packets to victim and router, we need to enable IP forwarding by setting IP forwarding flag by the following command. Make sure you have root permissions, otherwise type sudo at the start of command. Echo 1 greater than proc sys net IPv4 IP_forward. Then press enter. The echo command with 1 is string and angular bracket greater than will write 1 to the IP_forward file, which will enable IP forwarding. After this, step, we will generate fake ARP using the following command. ARP spoof IETH0T victims IP, that is 192.168.1.100, then routers IP, that is 192.168.1.1. Here I represents interface to which we are connected. It can be Ethernet as ETH0 or Wi-Fi as WLAN, etc. The attack has begun finally. You can see the first MAC address belongs to attacker, means your machine. Second belongs to the victim. 0806 is a type file for Ethernet. 42 represents total no of bytes of Ethernet frame. Lastly, the IP of router is associated with attacker's MAC address to trick the victim. Don't interrupt the command and leave it. Open a new terminal. Go to root by typing sudo I or adding sudo at the start of command given below. ARP spoof IETH0T routers IP, that is 192.168.1.1, then victims op that 192.168.1.100. This will send the fake ARP packet to router to think attacker is victim. Attacker will also trick the router by doing same with little bit changes. Now we can intercept the traffic and inspect it as well. Open another terminal. Type sudo URL snarf-0. It will extract the URLs visited by the victim as the traffic will come to attacker first. Open Metasploitable. Login as msfadmin. Type password as msfadmin. Now type wget http://www.google.com. It will take time, so be patient. Go back to Kali Linux in URL snarf tab. The URL with associated request will show up in terminal after a few minutes. That's how ARP spoofing attack works. Before leaving, we need to restore the previous state, otherwise the victim won't be able to access internet, causing suspicion on you. ARP Spoof tool does that for us. Just go to the terminals and enter Ctrl-Z to stop the attack. Turn off the machines one by one. Thank you for watching my video. Do like, share and subscribe to support me. Comment if you have any query related to the video. I will try my best to answer it.